I hope this works. I'm a little nervous for some reason, like it's my first video ever. Comment below 2021 2021. If you can hear me, comment that below. Our goal today, just like yesterday, but I want to do it a little bit more perpetual motion, a little bit more energy, a little bit more activity, get a little more fired up like Deborah Swanson's in the house. First 3 comments and the first tag. So I'm going to ask you to do is comment, share, tag with a few people, but listen, pay attention, focus, dial in. Let's see, 2021, the year of the entrepreneur. Let's see, 1 second. All right, I'm live. What's up, Michael? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you here. Glad everybody's here. We're rocking. I got 2 cameras, so I'm going to attempt to use them both as my first time ever doing that. And it looks like we haven't had the push sent out, so hospitality team's on that, hopefully. And I want to break it down to you, some of the mistakes that I've made as an entrepreneur, so you don't make those same mistakes, and really help you get into a position so you can... Oh, I love this little book. I'm not even going to show you the book yet, but how to get the money you need to achieve your dreams. And the question becomes is, are you currently positioned in order to actually achieve your dreams in 2021 and beyond? If you're not in the current position you're in, then it's time to make a couple adjustments, switch things up, get creative, get in the zone, and make it happen. I'm laughing at the hospitality team. I thought I made it aware I was going to go live at 5:55, but maybe I wasn't crystal clear enough. And I'm grateful for the people that are here on time and ready to go. So thank you, Jaden. Thank you, Deborah. Good to see you, Ali. What's up, my brother Michael? Thank you for all the help with the studio. Hey, Isabella, how's it going? I'm going to go ahead and share this a little bit as well. And we were supposed to send out the push notification, but I dropped the ball. It's on me. You got to remember that. Even though I'm like, oh, I can't believe someone else didn't do it. I mean, who's it really fall back on? Me! That's the cool thing about being an entrepreneur, is if you truly own everything about it, then you kind of dial into like it always falls back to you. So if something doesn't go the way you want, guess whose fault it is? It's you. And that's how I like to look at that, is it's on me. It's on you. So good. It looks like we're dialed in. We're live. I'm going to share this as well. Again, I'm going to push for 55 people live. We did it yesterday. It took us a little bit of time. I thought we were going to come out of the gates a lot stronger than we did today. But I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go right into our presentation as soon as I share this with 5 people. So I'm going to send it in Messenger. I'm going to send it to the first 5 people in my Messenger. Oh, cool. Debbie, Rhonda, Vincent, Arak, Jaden. He's already here, so I won't send it to him. All right. LaDonna. Good. I sent it out to my 5. If we all did that, how many people we got here? 20 times 5. What's the number? 100. 555 times 2021. Now that's some fun math right there. So if you were 555 times 2021, I like that number. 1,121,655 in the year. Dude, that is next level. All right, look, there's a goal here that I've set at this as the CEO of this company. And the goal isn't for Heal to end with the biggest profit ever. Our goal is a little bit different. And our goal is to end this year with the most momentum, setting up as many of you that are real entrepreneurs to crush it in 2021. Now, let me just give you a couple tips about the best way to end your year. If you're an entrepreneur, and I believe that most of you, I'm not confident that everyone, most of you are a 1099 independent contractor. So as a 1099, there's a lot of advantages and there can be a lot of pitfalls. So if you're currently a 1099, just comment that right there in the comments below. If you're not a 1099, just go ahead and put whatever you are. You might be self-employed. You might be whatever. You have an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp. I don't know, but you just comment below what's your current status. You know, how do you view yourself as an entrepreneur? And then I want you to give yourself a rating. Okay, how did you do, not 2020, and 2019 as an entrepreneur? I want you to just give yourself a 1 to 10 rating. I'm going to read the comments here below. Good to see you, Isabella. Pamela, if that's your prayers and you are diligent about it, you can make it happen. What's up, Tara? Thank you, Keith, for inviting people. I see Keith here. Deborah's at 1099. Keith, LLC. Don Powers, LLC. Good. Okay, so everyone's got their little thing. Daniel's at 1099 in S Corp. Now we're talking like entrepreneurs. How would you rate your 2019 business? Like on a 1 to 10. Mandy is coming out of the gates with a 2. All right, that's all right. A 4. Good. Don Powers, Harold, of 1. Man, that's tough. I'm going to rate my 2019. I'm going to rate it as a 8. Now, I made some critical errors at the end of the year that I was not aware of, and it had a lot to do with I didn't know of certain tax laws. I wasn't prepared for, certain bookkeeping things. I didn't handle it the best possible way, and I learned a lot through those mistakes. And what I'm going to be doing when you dive into gold is I'm going to reveal those mistakes to you in depth. But right now today, I'll talk a little bit more on the surface about it. So for me, financially, how much I earned was 100% the best year that I've ever had in 2019. Now, it happened, though, in a very short window. For the first 9 months of the year, I kind of struggled. You know, I had a decent start and then really started kind of going, it was almost like this. I started like this and then I dipped real low and then I shot through the roof. Okay, so it's kind of like a roller coaster. Now, the good news is this. Many of you had a crummy 2019 and it's behind you. The question is, what lessons did you learn that you applied in 2020? So those of you that said you had a 2 or a 1 or a 3, I want you to do a new rating. And thank you everyone for your feedback. Michael Mansell, Isabella, Rob. We got a lot of 1s. We got some 7s. We got some 4s. What did you and how would you rate this year, 2020, a 1 to 10? Just give it a number, 1 to 10. I'm steady at a 9. I'm like firing at all cylinders. Now, I did make a decision, though, that I wasn't going to try to end this year the way that I ended last year. So last year, we ended with some really good income. And what I did is I rushed to pay off debt, which if I would have thought about it, I would have paid off like half of the debt. And then I would have secured myself a little bit better for the beginning of 2020. So I could do what I believe to be a critical thing of reinvesting at the beginning of 2020 versus what I did is at the end of 2019, I paid off as much debt as possible, thinking that it would relieve some burdens, some strongholds, some stresses, and then I would go into 2020 coasting. The problem was this. It was the exact opposite. I went to 2021 with an uphill battle because I wasn't financially prepared. So I want you to really take this and just chunk it down into your next 44 days. You have 44 days left this year. Can you believe it? How is it even possible? This has been the shortest year and the longest year ever. Who can agree with that? Like, this has been the shortest year and the longest year ever. Now, I got a question for you. Some of you had the same year in 2019 and the same year in 2020. Here is a question. Why? If you could analyze it into one word, why was 2019 the same as 2020? As an entrepreneur, we should be learning and applying, especially from our mistakes, and taking action so each and every day and every year gets better and better. Every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Every year and every year I'm getting better and better. And if you think about that, you got to constantly evolve and grow and expand and keep on getting better and better, or you're not really learning and applying. That doesn't mean every year you make more money. I don't know the exact stats, but I know one thing, like Amazon, like let's just say in 10 years, they showed like $0 in profit. Why? Because they're like, we're going to keep reinvesting. We're going to keep building infrastructure. And right now they're like going and buying every Sears, every J.C. Penney's, and they're just constantly reinvesting. So where I'm looking at how to end this year is to reinvest. I'm like, all I want to do is reinvest everything we have into building this company better. Now, here's the cool part. We're nearly debt-free as a company. We have a tremendous amount of software. So we own our own software. We've created our own software. So we have our own software, our own database. We've, built a really strong team. And again, I just want to remind you to share this and tag people. I know a lot of you did in the beginning, but just another quick reminder. Yesterday, we did fantastic at getting 55 people here. And, we're building up the momentum again. Sometimes you got to keep rebuilding, but it truly takes a tribe to do it. So our company is in a great position right now to make some decisions of how to navigate and finish 2020 strong and go into 2021 the best we've ever been. So what we're doing is we're reinvesting. And how we're doing that is we're literally reinvesting into you. Okay, now we weren't thinking that way at the end of 2019. At the end of 2019, we're like, all right, let's clear all of our burdens and all of our debts and all of our strongholds so we can be free and have no problems. And if I would have been thinking, we need to take this money and reinvest into advertising, reinvest into automation, reinvest into the team, reinvest into staff, reinvest into software, reinvest into design, reinvest into production. I would have had this studio long ago. We would have had a hospitality team long ago. We would have had a better dashboard a long time ago. We would have been running Facebook ads in January versus starting to run them in October. We would have had so many different things, but I wasn't thinking clearly. It was a mistake, and it cost me a lot of time. Don't make that mistake. Now, you decide what you want to do as an entrepreneur. I'm not your boss. As far as I'm concerned, if you're an entrepreneur, you're the boss. So you have to make your own decisions. My decision as the CEO of this company is to reinvest into you. Now, the only way that you're able to take advantage of that is to take action. That's the only way. Because I'm really only looking at two types of people. Those who are curious and those who are committed. So who are you? where do you fall in that track? Are you the curious one? Or, kind of like, let me see if this thing really works? Or are you the committed one? And that's up to you. You're either a one curious or a two committed. So go ahead and comment below. Who are you, curious or committed? I read a cool thing a long time ago about curiosity leadership, and I was really good at that because I kind of keep people on the edge of like, where is he now? What's he up to? And I know some people have looked at Heal and they're just sitting there saying, I wonder if they'll last. I wonder if they'll get better. I wonder if they'll improve. I wonder if they'll grow. I wonder if they'll make converting funnels. I wonder if they'll add high value, high ticket products. I wonder if they'll produce these epic events. I wonder, I'm curious, I'm taking a look. Well, the look is this. We're just getting started. I mean, we're literally just getting started. We're scratching the surface and we're growing tremendously, and we're ending this year by reinvesting into you. Now, there is a tight time clock ticking. Yesterday you had 11 days and today you have 10 days. That for every dollar you spend, we're reinvesting back into you $1 to help you with your advertising. Advertising is the lifeline of businesses. I know that nearly 80%, it could be higher than that, of online marketers don't advertise. And then they wonder why it's so hard to build a real business. They aren't fully committed. They don't operate their online business like a business. Half of the time they're just scrolling and reading news feed. The other 25%, they're actually like a newscaster. They're just sharing the news and, sharing all the current news updates. That's not entrepreneurship unless you're in news, you own a news station, or you're a politician. Let the politicians be the politicians. Let the news people do the news, and you focus on entrepreneurship. What do entrepreneurs do? Comment below. Entrepreneurs do something very specific. It's not a mystery. It's always going to be the same. What do entrepreneurs do? What do entrepreneurs do? They do one thing, and that's literally all they do. And I'm telling you now, this is the golden opportunity to be an entrepreneur, because there's more of these things that I'm talking about than ever before. Entrepreneurs do what? Now, if you're thinking like an entrepreneur, you better start thinking about reinvesting in your business. How do you get more cash flow coming into your business every single day? How do you set yourself up in 2021 to be in the absolute best position possible? And what are you doing right now that's going to ensure the next 3 to 5 years of your life are not like the last 3 to 5 years? Sane for those of people that were at a 1, a 2, a 3, a 5. If you're a 5 or below and you're, success as an entrepreneur, it's time to take it to another level. I didn't see anybody answer it. Is everyone asleep? Are you guys still here? Can you not hear me anymore? No, entrepreneurs are income producing activities is part of advertising and marketing, but that's not what entrepreneurs do. Entrepreneurs do something very simple. It's not a mystery. If you don't know this, you need to know this. They literally only do one thing. I mean, entrepreneurship, everyone's saying IPAs. You know what? That's kind of the classic thing. Monkey see, monkey do. Correct, Ben. Correct. Provide solutions. So entrepreneurs, a simple way to put it, they solve problems for a living. That's what entrepreneurs do. Now, guaranteed, in my lifetime, 2020 has created more problems than any year that I've lived for 40 years. I don't remember when I was a tiny little kid. I know in 2008 in America, there was some major problems. I don't know how it affected on a global scale, but now, and I'm a global entrepreneur, I know we have entrepreneurs in here from over 15, maybe 20 different countries. I know that we have college students in Thailand. I know we have about 5 people in Thailand who are in our community who are building a business. I know that we have people in Australia and the United Kingdom. I know there's people here in Indonesia and Canada and Mexico. So I know we have an international group. There is no question that 2020 has become the year that had the most problems of any year that I can remember. Now, that could be oh man, this year's tough. And that's what you say if you're not an entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, you're like, all right, everyone's got a problem. What can I provide a solution to solve the problem? That's how you got to be thinking. Now, here's a key. If you're thinking about solving your own problems, you're not focused on other people. You got to focus on helping other people get what they want, not what you want. If you help enough people get what they want, you'll surely get what you want. And you got to remember that when you help enough people get what they want, you're going to get what you want. If you don't help people get what they want, what you're going to be doing is like, how do I solve my problem? How do I pay my rent? How do I get my car fixed? How do I do my insurance? How do I do this and how do I do that for me? In order to do that, you need to think about other people and how do you solve their problem. So when I said that Heal is reinvesting into you, that's because I'm focused on solving your problem. And I know many of your problem is advertising because you are not reinvesting enough or you're not investing enough into advertising. I think Daniel's done a great job of laying out like, hey, work a full-time job and that's what you live off of. And then you take part of that you can spare to start up your business. And then you start investing into your business by doing advertising and marketing. And then when you start to earn, you keep reinvesting, because his goal, even though he hit an initial goal that many of you have of earning $10,000 a month, his big goal is $45,000 a month. It's written on my board. October 2021, he wants to be earning $45,000 a month. So he's constantly thinking about reinvesting in his business and advertising. Where the other side of the equation is like, all right, how do I get enough money to survive and live? And I'll put the advertising element last. It's kind of like seeding into the kingdom. Many people think that, all right, let me, first I'll collect $100. And then you earn $100, let's say, or let's just say big number, a little bit bigger, $1,000. Let's say on Friday you get paid $1,000. And then you go through your calculations. Okay, I've got to first get food, and then you're like, well, I got to pay rent. So let's say your rent's $650. So $650 is gone, you got $350 left. And then you're like, well, I got to pay my phone. And you're like, that's another $100. So that's $750. You got $250 left. Then you're like, I need to get full tank of gas. You're like, I can't really afford a full tank of gas because I kind of need food. So you do 25 into the gas. Then you do 125 into the food. And you got 200 left. And you're like, oh no, I got to pay my car payment. And you're like, my car payment's $250. So you're like, this is what I'll do. I'll just wait until next paycheck to turn around, pay my car payment. I know it's going to be a little bit late, but then we forget about seeding. It's a principle, financial principle, to give your first fruit to the storehouse. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into that, but I'll give you a quick, really simple example. You're supposed to take 10% off the top, go into the storehouse, and you drop in the seed. Now, what's cool about it is out comes the crop, the harvest. 30, 60, 100-fold. So the challenge is that many people say, oh, I'll do that last. And then they get to the end and they're like, I don't have enough to do it, so I'll just do it next time. Now, if you're following what I'm saying, it's a similar principle as an entrepreneur. If you don't first focus on how do I reinvest into advertising, into marketing, into growing my list, into growing my database, into getting more prospects, into turning more prospects into customers, if that's not at the forefront of your mind, you're going to be always backwards with it. So, long story short, the reason I wanted to do this is to help you, not those who are curious. If you're curious, I want to help you start the commitment train, but those who are committed to be an entrepreneur and making 2021 the best year of your life and ending this year strong. Look, for me, I would, without a shadow of a doubt, I would say I'm not going to go on that special vacation this year. I'm not worried about, over stressing myself out to make sure every person in my entire family gets the most lavish present this year. I'm not super concerned about all of these things. I'm going to finish 2021 with an entrepreneurial mindset, putting my family first, okay? And that's what it takes. Now, you can look at it backwards and say, I got to put my family first, so I'm going to do this business thing second. As an entrepreneur, you've got to realize this. In order to help your family live a better life, you need to get this business rocking. So you got to get the family in on that concept, even if it takes a little, talking to the wife, talking to the husband or the boyfriend or the girlfriend or whatever it may be, making your kids, you can give the kids an adventure of a lifetime without it costing you a fortune that then hurts you in 2021 and beyond. You don't need to start off next year in struggle mode. You need to start off next year in momentum mode. And in order to do that, we've set up a window for you for 10 more days that if you take action now, you're going to be positioned to end this year strong, go into 2021 in the best position of your life, and just go after it all year long and never look back. Never look back, except for when you're going to look back and grab the lessons of life and apply them to future success. I'm just speaking from my heart. I'm just telling you, from all of this time that I've spent, I should have learned sales and marketing a long time ago. I learned how to do the presentation part, but I wasn't thinking about the sales and the marketing element, acquiring more customers, building up my database. You know how many times I deleted my list and started over? I had a bigger list in 2012 than I did in 2019. Why? Because I wasn't thinking like an entrepreneur. I was in survival mode. Get out of crisis mode and get into committed zone and make it happen. I'm super stoked because I've seen a lot of you do an annual elite, do an annual VIP, and you position yourself for 12 months. You save the money. Now, this is what's so fascinating about this. Let's just say you do annual VIP. It's $49 a month to have a business. Now, this isn't like a membership with a network marketing company, okay? We're giving you an actual business that you're an affiliate of, and we're providing you with all the education. We're providing you with one-on-one coaching. We're providing you with all the tools that you need. We're providing you with websites, emails, autoresponders, a full hospitality team that works on your behalf, all these graphics, lots of content, community, and the whole commerce engine for $49. I mean, you cannot go out in the world today and find a real business that's $49 a month. So you can keep paying $49 a month, but if you think like an entrepreneur, you say this, all right, I'm going to buy the whole year. I'm going to spend the money now. I'm going to save 3 months worth of the cost. So that's $150 immediately saved. I'm going to use that as a 2020 write-off to save me on some taxes. And then I'm going to also get a dollar for dollar advantage, and I'm going to start advertising. Look, that's what entrepreneurs do. They think like an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs shouldn't be so emotional. Like, emotions are great, but if the emotion comes before the entrepreneurial mindset, the mindset of an entrepreneur needs to come first. How do I save on my taxes? How do I make sure that I got positioned better for the next month ahead? What can I do to save expenses? What can I do to get more advertising money rolling? That's $450 worth of advertising that's rolling in. That's saving. It's a write-off of $450 at the end of the year, and you're committed for 12 months. It's a no-brainer as an entrepreneur. It's literally as easy of a decision ever, unless you're thinking the opposite way. That's why I'm trying to frame it so you understand the failures I've made in the past and why I want to do that again. Reinvest. Position yourself. Be set up to win in 2021 and beyond. Now, look at the big picture of setting your elite account up the whole year. This is where you're going nearly, I want to say 10 times, but I know it's not 10 times. It's like about, 6 times? 5 times? 450. 5 times. 5 times of advantage. 5 times as much traffic, advertising. 5 times of a write-off. And you're committed for a full year as an elite entrepreneur with Heal. It's a stretch for some. And like Deborah Swanson made the stretch, she could have easily said, because you know why? I think she hit a point in her life. She's, I've been at this for a while, but I'm ready to go to the next level. I want to make a huge impact and a shift. And I'm not getting any younger. So I'm going to hit the ground running. I'm going to learn the skills that are needed. And I'm going to win big in 2021 and beyond. Set yourself up to win. Make it happen. Okay, that's my slogan of every day. I'm going to make it happen. Now, I'm doing my part as the CEO of this company. I'm creating the highest quality education content I know. I'm providing the absolute best hospitality service that we're capable of doing, and it's going to keep getting better and better. I'm providing as much tools, resources as possible to make it better for you to market. And I'm going way above and beyond. I've never seen any company do this, where I'm like, all right, I'm going to retarget on Facebook to all of your prospects, all of your leads, literally spending the money. I'm going to increase the bonuses so you have a bigger opportunity to earn. I'm going to also go all the way in and give you a dollar for dollar back. Now, this ends on November 27th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The reason I'm making the message again and again and again, because I know not everyone gets a chance to see it. So that's why I ask you to share the message, share it out, invite people. Sometimes it's best just to send it in Messenger to people that you know, and invite people that you know and people that you like, and that people that you want to help, people that you want to work with, people that you want to see their dreams come true. Okay. Lots of comments coming in. Yes. Good. All right. So you can ask me any questions you want. We're going to wrap this up in about 5 minutes. I want to just kind of break down a little bit more about gold and tell you where we are with it. So we're getting it. It's coming together good. We have really set up the gold program, I believe, to solve a lot of the questions that we face. Like, how do I do my business? How do I operate the 1099? Like, what kind of corporation should I have, or should I have one? How do I overcome this credit problem I've had, with my personal credit? How do I build business credit? What sort of branding do I do on the internet? Like, do I need my own domain, and why? Like, how do I do my branding effectively? Like, what is my message? And then ultimately, like, what's going on in international business? Like, if I'm operating a business in one location or another location, what do I need to know and be aware of? And what do I need to be looking at as we're going into 2021? What's going to be different? How can I be prepared? And how can I ensure that I have a strong, sound economy in 2021 and beyond? I think that those are like the questions a lot of people face, but we don't really know where to go to get those answered. Now, I've got a ton of experience in this, where I've done trial by fire, hiring coaches, struggling to figure it out, doing it the hard way, making mistakes. So I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars and years, a decade, into understanding and figuring this stuff out, which seemed to be a maze. And now I am amazed because of how many people I'm able to help with knowing this stuff. So I'm laying it out, I'm dialing it in, and I'm really excited about this. So if you've been on the fence of what do I do next, it's to go gold and position yourself so you can get all of this education that's literally priceless as an entrepreneur. Take advantage of the dollar for dollar while we have it. Dial it in, make it happen, set yourself up to win, and you will be thankful that you did at the end of this year and all the way through next year and beyond. And in fact, I firmly believe you're going to look back at this point in your life, and you're going to look back and say, I remember at the end of 2020, what a crazy year it was. And thank you for tagging and sharing. I really appreciate everyone's comments. It's good to see everybody here. You're going to look back and say, man, 2020 was a crazy year. Like, what was going on? And see, all year I've been saying, it's the best year ever. It's the best year ever. It's the best year ever. I've faced adversity and challenges and uncertainties and unknown and diversity, but it's been the best year ever. And I'm more excited about 2021 than I've ever been excited about anything in my entire life. And it's for one simple reason. I know that the work I did this year is going to bear fruit for thousands of families, thousands of entrepreneurs, tens of thousands of people in 2021 and beyond. And it wasn't easy to make this decision to reinvest. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy for you as well. I just look back to the end of 2019 and said, what would I have done different if I could go back and do it again? And I would have reinvested right away into advertising. I would have started running Facebook ads January 2021 or 2020. I didn't do it till October. 9 painful months later. I would have done it in January. I would have set up different articles and publications. I would have immediately dialed into my business and figured out a way in the beginning of the year to have a strong corporation. I would have had a better understanding of, how I'm able to make this year better. Now, I'm not going to make that mistake this year because that was the mistake I made last year. And so when I asked you in the beginning, what mistakes did you make last year? What did you learn from them? Well, now's your chance to go and take those mistakes and turn those into wealth, prosperity, abundance, favor, blessings. The life lessons we learn are everything, and they give us the ability to navigate. I don't want to do that again. Oh, I should do this more. And so we've been talking it all year long. What's been the message of the year? Mindset, traffic, conversions. If you've been dialing in your mindset and you've been skipping the traffic, you've only done 33% of the equation. If you've really been doing the mindset and you've really been working hard on the traffic, but you stop focusing on the conversions, you're only doing 66% of the equation. If you do the whole kit and caboodle, guess what? Alignment comes in. Things start to work in your favor. Now, I'm excited because I know that many of you are no longer curious. You're committed. And this is your chance to take massive action. This is it. This is your opportunity. This is your golden moment. The door has opened for you. It's right there. Like, this is it for you. And all you got to do is take action. Make the commitment, make it happen, and set yourself up for ultimate success. Finish the year strong. Go into 2021 with a flow of momentum, lots of clarity, great ideas, a list, more emails, more money, bigger list, better conversions. You keep working on it. You keep churning it. You keep after it. And you're going to win big in the future. So I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I know some of you are going to make it happen, and I'm ready to work with you. Our team is standing by. If you have any questions, reach out and let us know. And do your part. Take action. Make it happen. Show up and win. Set yourself up for success. Finish this year by reinvesting in your business. Save on, save yourself some stress next year by reinvesting into your business now. Whatever business that you have, like whatever dream that you have, whatever goals that you've set, this is your chance to take advantage of that. Don't let the next 44 days of your life be like, oh, let me turn things off and I'll start again in 2021. That's the worst mistake. Like if you're overweight or you feel like I need to lose 30 pounds, or you're like, I have no energy, or if you're like, I'm low on money, or whatever it is, if you have anything going on, don't wait until 2021 to start. Make the resolution now. Today could be January 1st, 2021 in your mind. If you wake up tomorrow morning and treat it as the first day of the rest of your life, then 2021 will come around and you're going to be like, dude, I feel better. I have more energy. I got to the place that I want to be. I lost the weight. I've restored my relationship. My bank account's in a better position than ever before because you didn't turn off, which is a programming that all of us need to overcome. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying no time for fun, or no time for family, or no time for vacation, or no time for rest. I am saying the complete opposite of that. I'm saying that if you put in the work now and reinvest into your business today, 2021, you could literally do what I've done. You could travel around to as many places you want. You could stay in great hotels. You could pay off some debt. You could buy a new car. I bought my mom a car. I mean, that's one of the coolest things I've ever done. You can do those things in 2021. But you got to start now. Don't wait until the first day, because I can guarantee you this was what happened. If you wait until January 1st, 2021 to start taking actions on all these ideas and dreams and goals, like a whole bunch of people, let me set this grandiose New Year's resolution. No, set a now resolution. Set a today goal. And go into 2021 rocking it. If you start on 2021, what you can start right now today, it's guaranteed that the earliest you see fruits of your labor are late spring, summer. It might go all the way into fall. And I can assure you, the last thing that... Actually, let's do a little exercise. And then we're going to finish this. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. It's November 2020 right now. Now, I want you to, in your mind, establish a concrete goal. What is your crystal clear goal? What is it? Okay. Now that you have it, a financial goal, a wellness goal, relationship goal, maybe you want to buy your first home. Maybe you want to be earning $10,000 a month. Maybe you want to be earning $1,000 a day. It's 2020, November. Now you see your goal, right? Now I want you to do this. In your mind, I want you to use your imagination. I want you to go to 2021 in November. And I want you to stand in front of the mirror. It's 2021 in November. Now I'm doing this as well. My eyes are closed. I'm fully envisioning 2021. I'm standing in front of the mirror. And I want you to see yourself and that you did not achieve any of your goals. That you literally failed miserably. Like, look at yourself and see yourself in the absolute worst place you've ever been. You're tired. You're broke. You're broken. You have a broken heart. You're frustrated. You're depressed. You're angry. You're disappointed. Now, if you're really, like, for me, dude, my body's like shaking. Because I don't like to see this. I don't want to see, I don't even want to think about this. So if you really, like, I really feel it, and I feel this like pain that I know that I felt in the past. Now I want you to open your eyes. That's not what you want. You need to fight, so that's not what happens. This isn't time to surrender or give up or stop or forget about it. Like, things didn't work out, I'll get back to it another day. Many people are going to be in that place, but I refuse to be there. And that's how you should have the mentality. I refuse to go there. Because for me, like, when I did that, I don't even like to do that. But see, I do that for a minute. Because that frightens me. That's, to me, way scarier than the success that I want to go after. Most people are more afraid of the success than anything. They just don't know it. Look, I don't want anyone who's watching this to be in that place in a year from now. That's why I'm like pushing you and just going and like, listen, open your mind, open your eyes, see where we're at, understand what we're going through. And then get into this new zone, get into this new space and say, no, that's not going to be me. I want you to look into the mirror in 2021, and I want you to see all the blessings of life. Now close your eyes again and immediately go back to that same space. And for me, like, I got to kind of get rid of that, like, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel down. And I want you to look there and then see what you've achieved. And see, as I get there 2021 and 1 year from now, I see it. I see that flying cloud, the Heal 28-foot flying cloud driving behind the black Toyota Tundra. 2021 black on black TRD Pro Toyota Tundra. Driving it around the country. Doing gatherings all over. Flying around. 800 credit score. Multiple corporations. And with great credit, high vibration. Heal generating $1 million a month. 25,000 active VIPs. Bearing fruit. Producing. Events in Aruba and Bali and villas. Happiness in my family. Bought homes purchased. Successful entrepreneurs with Heal able to invest and buy their dream home. That's what I see. That's what I focus on. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see or focus or experience that other feeling ever. You got to be serious. And guess what? If you take this serious and you follow the guidance, I'm not playing. I'm not here to be good. I'm not here to be average. I'm here to win. I'm here to be exceptional. I don't care about being famous. I don't need everyone to know who I am. What I want is you to know that I care about you. I care about your family, your well-being. I care about your success. I literally, genuinely, wholeheartedly care. And I'm telling you as a friend, you gotta fight to do this. You gotta focus like never before. You gotta get up and go after it. You have to take massive action. You have to sacrifice everything. You have to be obedient and disciplined. You have to be relentless and tenacious. Like you have to be. Or you're gonna get eaten up by what's going on around us. But if you get in the zone, none of that is gonna faze you. It's not going to bring you down, and you're going to be able to lift people up. You're going to be able to seed into others. You're going to build up other people. You're going to have resources like never before to help people. Go ahead, look into your future, and wind it all the way back to right now. This is your golden moment. Don't waste it. I love you. I hope you have a good night. It's time to heal. Every second, every minute, every hour, and every day. It's on you.